I'm saying? I just chillin'. Real West Side, Compton. You already know what I'm saying. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Ooh, think about running for mayor. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Why thank you, really alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a toddler made the block, little snag or two. Auntie and the cockers know Johnny is the projects, know St. Lucia Lou. Tryna kill bills off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the booth. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking nose. First I ever rolled, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like riding, they can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shit. You just heard that he died on the last Friday.
How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a kill it. In the back, you're chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me.
I do want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the Pelican V's, a little to the little thick thing, keep it got a feel like she shines with Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader, I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, don't see it. Just to the got to zip out, watching never hip hop. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, love to this trying to politic. Got my guys already, got my queen already, how I sound already, how my songs already. Got them asking how they ain't on already, I don't care. Take it day by day. My vice is money in my safe. Cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm
Yeah, I'm saying? I just chillin'. Real West Side, Compton. You already know what I'm saying. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Ooh, think about running for mayor. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Why thank you, really alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a toddler made the block, little snag or two. Auntie and the cockers know Johnny is the projects, know St. Lucia Lou. Tryna kill bills off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the booth. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking nose. First I ever rolled, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like riding, they can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shit. You just heard that he died on the last Friday.
How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a kill it. In the back, you're chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me.
I do want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the Pelican V's, a little to the little thick thing, keep it got a feel like she shines with Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader, I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, don't see it. Just to the got to zip out, watching never hip hop. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, love to this trying to politic. Got my guys already, got my queen already, how I sound already, how my songs already. Got them asking how they ain't on already, I don't care. Take it day by day. My vice is money in my safe. Cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm
How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come, I want you to get with me. Slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a kill. In the back, you're chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. You said you don't, but you won't try with me. Don't you dare get paranoid. I don't ask the road, plus I keep it. Know me.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the hill for the Phillies, King. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can be almost as good as that on the road, you're going to have a great year, and we're going to win more ball games.
Comes up empty.
No ball. Be straight.
Waves at the fence and a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Colt Heat stands in now and watches strike one. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it himself. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 outs. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Siggy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does,
Real Muto to first. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Philadelphia, and our starting pitcher here today, Jack Flaherty.
well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Trey Turner at the plate. Fought off foul. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Got it. One away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
In the air, center field. Meadows should have this one. Puts it away for the out. So Harper stands in. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties.
No strike.
Ball one to Bryce. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That one lined to left field, and that's base hit. And now a two-out opportunity for Kyle Schwarber.
Most hitters dream of being able to hit breaking pitches as well as this guy. It takes great bat-to-ball skills to be able to be as good as he is against the junk pitches he faces.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. And first offering is fouled off. Schwarber with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. King back to work. That one the other way, and there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's inside.
And misses inside. There's a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Three and one.
In the dirt. And that's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And a strike in there. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
First and second here, no outs. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And he deals. In the air, right field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Now here is Parker Meadows.
He really needs to start making more contact. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Fly ball down the line. Schwarber sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate.
He beat it.
And it's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And that one fouled off. Rogers goes 6'1", 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016.
One and two.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Tigers 1 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. And now it's Alec Bohm. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Carpenter calls it in, and there's one away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
That one fouled off. Just missed. that is downstairs. And
3-1.
that's ball 3. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Carpenter brings it in, and there's 2 down. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And a foul ball. Marsh off of first with 2 away. In the air, right side. Carpenter on the move. And that's the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that's
out
outside.
the corner.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Stott over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Just
No,
missed.
that's a ball.
Right through there for a strike.
See if you
1
can
ball,
go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
1 out, bases empty. The
Ball 2.
shortstop takes the ball.
That was
2 balls,
absolute
2
gas.
strikes.
Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now the number 2 hitter, Colton Heath. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Missed with a
that's low.
changeup, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty.
Yeah.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. They lead it 1-0. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Phillies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner. Fly ball center field. Meadows nabs it, and there's 2 away. This is Bryson Stott, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. And it is gone. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
First pitch swinging, and he squared up the slider. He was ready for it.
Here's Harper now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play.
Making it look.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Harry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Singled and scored his first time. That one in triple digits. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. And it skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Hacks and misses. This is a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. And he's already singled in this game. And a foul ball. Green leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And that one fouled off. And there's the ball. Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 left for Detroit. Still tied, 1-1. Bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one not close. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
To the right side, and that's just foul. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here comes Alec Boehm. Fly to right his first time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
On the ground to the left. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Man at first with 1 gone. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Pitch in the dirt. And that is ball 1. Up the middle. Oh, Oh, great stop. Lifts it to the ground. That's one. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, he hung in there at second to get the out, but the return throw to first was way offline. And I have to think the runner coming into second had a part in that. You can't assume the double play, but because the batter moves up past first, he does get charged with the throwing error right there.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Nick Castellanos. He's 0 for 1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Meadows in his second season, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And he grounds one to the right side. Stott over to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the catcher to hit, Jake Rogers. That smash towards center. 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Ibanez batting for the second time, and that's strike one. In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
McKinstry at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strike.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Now a chance for Colt Heath. Has grounded out a couple of times. Hit on the ground to the right side. Stop. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Tigers strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to him, JT Realmuto. That one hammered center field. Going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. This one lifted in the air, left field. Green sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Fouled off left side. Strike two.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Got him. Larry Buller brings him up. Back here in Philadelphia, now the left fielder, Riley Green. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single. That
One ball,
misses.
no strike.
1-0.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's
Ball.
down and in.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And a base hit right there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And a 2-1 ball game now.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a
No ball.
Torkelson
One strike.
swings through it for strike one. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Wow, just great bites. That slider broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Meadows in the box now. Takes strike one. And that's fouled off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Next offering is down low. Popped up. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? You'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. And we're in the top half of the 6th. What a stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. 1 for 2. In there at the knees. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is again.
That's 3.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Tigers 4 and the Phillies 1. Next to hit, Bryson Stott. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball, a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now here is Harper. His righty-lefty splits there. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second, and he's there for double.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. What a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Schwarber in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The Tigers have some action going in their pen for the first time. Will Vest up and throwing. Lang also getting ready. And that's in the dirt.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2. Hands full.
Alec Ball in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! And we are all tied up. It's 4-4. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate when he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Jack Flaherty is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Tommy Kahnle.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm.
There you go.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. Rule the swing. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. On the ground, right side. Collected by Torres. Slings to first in time. And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
That's a ball.
Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. JT Realmuto steps in.
The one thing you can look at with Realmuto, and we've talked about this in high school, you know, this guy was a quarterback, very athletic. He was an infielder. So, you know, he's not.
They get the force. That ends the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. All even now at 4. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Here's Riley Green. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Schwarber makes the grab, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Will Vest. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Sosa stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swinging a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. His 16th homer of the year is 5-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the order now. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyer. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
He swings and fouls one off.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Puts it away for the out. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So here is Bryce Harper. Stop. Stands at first with one out. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Meadows. He's got it. There's two away. And first offering is fouled off. One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Throw to first. Stop. Dives back in safely. The kick in the pit. Runner goes. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throws it away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We're at the top of the eighth, and now Kerry Carpenter. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. So into his eighth inning of work now on the mound, despite some rough patches.
Well, he's had to battle, and there were some times where I thought he was going to throw in the towel, but he stayed out there, he kept competing, and he's gotten himself pretty deep into this one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that puts him just 1K away from 200 on the year.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start the eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Good take by Torres. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And the tying run is on base.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
This one in the air, center field. Marsh under it, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Parker Meadows now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up. More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And a curve is down and in. Got him looking. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom. For the 8th, Alex Lang.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
On the ground. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. And first offering is fouled off. Lang goes 6 feet 3 inches, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. They say you win.
No ball, 2 straight.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And downstairs. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Torkelson takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Started after it, appeal to first. And James Kingsley says he won a round. Next pitch is outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that's downstairs and outside. Hit hard on the ground is short. Gets it to first. And Castellanos is out. And the Phillies. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Orion Kerkering.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard. And you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Fouled off down the right side. And there's the ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Let's get the ball by the pitcher. There's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now, Andy Ibanez lays down a bunt to the right side, and that's a foul ball. Where's the bunt, but that rolls foul. The 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher.
Now this one stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily. Makes it safely to third, and the triple puts the go-ahead run aboard.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Phillies fans want a strikeout. Outside corner, got him looking.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Just missed.
1-1.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner from third in to score. And in the 9th, they take the lead. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kerry Carpenter. There's the strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And that one popped in the air, left field. Turner in pursuit. And that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tyler Holt.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Real Muto at the plate now. That's ball one. Swung on, belted, way back there. And that gets down in the corner. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And here is Sosa to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Fair ball. Here comes Real Muto around third. Here's the throw. It's off the mark. He scores.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Trey Turner now. And fouled off.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
The winning run on second base. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball still 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. And that skips into dirt. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts. Here's Bryce Harper, known for his late inning heroics. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Winning run stands at second. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Phillies with a run-scoring double. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0. Hey!
That one ripped, but foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities,
swings and misses, struck him out. And next up for the Tigers, Spencer Torkelson. Pitch misses inside, ball one.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
And the count 1-2. Right side. He steps on the bag. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Fought off foul. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Line drive, that's a base hit. In to score from third. And it's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. So 2 down, and up next for Detroit, Jake Rogers. Not close with that one, and that is ball one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, and that's going to bang against the wall. The throw in.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Ibanez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Got him swinging. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the bottom of the 10th. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Colton back to work. And it's fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Ground ball right side. Nice grab. From his knees, the throw. Got him. Nice play. And that may have saved a run.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. The tying run at the plate. Here's a high chopper. Throw on to Torkelson. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Stepping in, Brandon Marsh. 0 for 3 in this one. Towards first, Torkelson. And that is the ball game. And a final 8-7. A 1-run extra.
Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. Did some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smack is too close to me. While plastic taking my coat from me. I blast the open shit on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me more than poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap we eat. Yeah, baby, that's why I little baby, that's why I step all that singing, bitch, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m. she tryna can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe, a hoe got me a whole tribe. The world with no my numbers like a down, bad do what I say. Like my name was sign me out. Netflix, her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis.
welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Texas Rangers. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boo, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Nathan Eovaldi. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Line drive, base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Bryson Stott, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering is fouled back.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering
Ball,
upstairs.
that's high.
Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Flying around third is Turner. Play at the plate.
Yeah,
you're out of here. Here is Bryce Harper. Another solid power season. Up the middle. Wow, nice play. Throws from his knees.
He's out.
And that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Right side, hard hit. Simeon tucks over to first. Schwarber out on the play. Out number 3. One left for Philadelphia, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in Arlington, and on the mound now, King. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
And now here is Wyatt Langford. This one smokes, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Didn't take long to get a result with that at bat. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the bat.
Base hit! And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. You often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Corey Seager in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he blows that one by him at 100. The Phils looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
1 on, nobody out, a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Outside of the breaking ball. That one ripped. And it hits the base of the wall. The throw into second.
These guys today are so great at handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Berger needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players taking it back to the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's going to be Kyle Higashioka.
Ball.
Just missed.
1-0.
And that misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 2. King, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. That one catches the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
That's inside. That's a ball.
3-1. And it's strike 2. Runner at second here,
count.
1 gone. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
So digging in, Adolis Garcia.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Seager, the lead runner, out at second. Higashioka at first, 1 gone. Grounder might be 2. Boom to second, and that's 2. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head to the second in Arlington. It's the Rangers 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back at Globe Life Field, new inning getting started, and now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Now a pop-up on the infield. Berger settles underneath it, calls it in for the out. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Eovaldi, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a slider. Foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. He shoots one out to right. It's 2-1.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. He really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
That one fouled off. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses, and the count is 1-2.
One
Good
ball, 2
spot
strikes.
there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Good swing and a miss. Him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. And now the DH, Edmundo Sosa. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0
2
balls,
outs,
1
base
strike.
is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Fastball is outside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Just
Nope,
misses
ball.
with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2.
Inside and
Take your
hit him.
base.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here comes Real Muto. First pitch
Ball.
misses.
Here's a batter who,
1 ball,
for
no
whatever
strikes.
reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Trey Turner with a chance now. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Doesn't stop, heads for home. The tag, and he's in there.
Safe.
We are tied at 2.
Couple of singles back to back. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. At the plate, Bryson Stott doubled his first time. And that
That's a
one
ball.
cutting but missing down low. Tied up here in the early going. Outside.
Ball.
And the count is 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Inside, just missed. Bryce Harper in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Oh, he can't hang on. Gets off a throw. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get 2 and draw even again. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's Josh Young. And there's the strike.
0-1.
That one found hard the other way. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's Marcus Semien. Inside.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Missed. Semien launched a homer in his most recent game. A little bit low.
Ball.
Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah,
Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And ball 4 to a board.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now at the plate, Evan Carter. And that one fouled off. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Ground ball right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now, Wyatt Langford. A little bit low. 1-0. Young, the runner at third. Simeon over at second with 1 down. To the left side, but it is well foul. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Duran in the box now. Takes strike 1. 2 on, 2 outs. And it's 1-1.
Ball. No, ball.
On the ground, out to short. Turner with the throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Rangers leave a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. On to the 3rd inning. Bryce Harper to the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Evaldi back to work. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
That's a foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Swings through. That one is the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And that is that. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Rangers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That just misses, and it's 2-2. So C suffers the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Jake Berger will hit next. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground right side, sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Higashioka stands in now and watches strike one. To the right side. It's through for a hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
He's safe. Back-to-back singles. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Late swing, fouled off. The 0-1. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And a ground ball to first.
Got it.
Steps on the bag for one. The tag and got him at second. That's a double play. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. So they get 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Rangers 3 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Fastball for a strike. Marsh, 27 years old, and he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. And that's in the
1-1.
And that's downstairs. And a count 2-1.
2-1.
Just
Ball,
missed.
that's outside.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Marsh on at first. Nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carter gliding in towards the infield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So now here's the DH, Edmundo Sosa. That one ripped left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. The relay throw. The tag.
Got him. That's an out.
Gonna bring up JT Realmuto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And ball 1.
1-0.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
That's up.
That one a little bit high.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I would throw another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. The throw to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here is Marcus Semien. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And that chops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you've got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
And here is Wyatt Langford. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99. And that's a base hit. And out to aboard. So now the DH spot. Ezekiel Duran. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. That one at triple digits. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. And a foul ball. That one ripped right center field. Marsh running hard. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. As a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls. 2 strikes. That's a ball.
And there's
2-2.
Langford at 3rd. Duran on at 2nd with 2 down. That one
got a full count.
misses. Jake Berger in the on-deck circle for Texas. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. connect on the curveball, struck him out. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Rangers 4 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these Phillies finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
This one high in the air to left center. Langford has a beat on it, and out number 1 on the grab. This is Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. Well struck right field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throws to 2nd. The tag, and it's coming down, going for 2. But they do get a run. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. There's the strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. And we're at the top of the 5th. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And at first, Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Both 2 in this one. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rangers 4 and the Phillies 3. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That misses.
Ball low.
And that's ball 1. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's out to center field. Marsh on the move. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Higashioka now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
And downstairs.
No, that missed.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Got it. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Rangers set down in order, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sean Armstrong.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And the pitch. And that is out of play. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one opts against the fence. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Sosa goes after that one for strike 1. With the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Lifted in the air, right field. That's out number 2. And now it is JT Realmuto. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off, Josh Young. And that one fouled off. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself.
That's an out.
And a quick out, number 1. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
One ball,
Marcus,
no strikes.
A career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers.
1-1.
Popped up. Turner. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
The changeup missing. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
That clips the corner.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And the count is even, 2-2. Out to short, Turner. Slings to first. Rangers go down in order. Nothing doing for the Rangers, and it remains a 4-3 game. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Hobie Milner.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Turner can't hold up, and that's a strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball. 2-2.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Throws across the diamond. That's the first out at the top of the seventh. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Foul ball there. Milner, a 6'3" lefty, 185 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. To the right side. And 2 away to start the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
On a line out towards center. Carter snags it, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. King back to work. And there's a foul ball. Bounce to the right side. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in.
No,
safe.
he's safe.
And that's his third hit. Next, it'll be the Texas DH, Ezekiel Duran. Just
ball.
missed.
That's in.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. He goes down looking.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and float it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Jake Berger. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Langford on third with 2 out. Now 1
That's
miss.
the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really
1
had
and 2.
some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Josh Sborz.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Movement in the bullpen. Chris Martin, the closer of the staff, is throwing. For a base hit. And a good start to the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
0 for 3 in this one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. Didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now Brandon Marsh.
That miss,
that
that's
one
the
misses
ball.
up and in. Ball 1. Liner, and this could be trouble. Here comes Schwarber around third, and it bangs off the wall. He'll score and then tie it. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's now 5-4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Josh Spores out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Robert Garcia taking over on the mound.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
First off, bring in for a strike Castellanos. That's towards center. Carter under it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. So here's the Phillies DH, Edmundo Sosa. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the catch. Runner tagging for third. Now a relay to the plate, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now it's JT Realmuto. Here's a rocket out to left. He won't get there. That should be extra bases.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Carter makes the grab. And that is that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's on to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Check swing, called strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning and get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one is lifted in the air. Corrals it. 1 away. Up next for the Rangers, Adolis Garcia. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. He did not go around. The Rangers trailing by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
That's
now
it.
A huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Young up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Tying run at the plate. Gets under and pops it up. Stop. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Marcus Simeon stepping in for the Rangers. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Hiya!
And he takes one right on the black.
It's 0-1.
0-1. Just
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
In the air, out towards left center. And that will end the inning. For Texas, and the score remains. Remains 6-4. Harper, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Yu Darvish preparing to come on if needed. Rocker getting cranked up as well. And the slider just misses. That's outside. Ball. And the count is 2-2. Line drive.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. First offering, and it just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. You're in the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Caught him looking for his head. 2 down, base is empty. Alec Bohm digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And he brings it in on a warning track. Nothing doing here this half. Bottom 9. And now the center fielder, Evan Carter. That's a strike. 0-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
1-0.
There's a strike. Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The Rangers down by a pair. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and they can't get the out. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Ezekiel Duran getting ready to hit. Fouled off down the right side.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Smoked on the ground a second. Over to Turner for 1. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Well, what a gutsy performance. He saved the bullpen, gave him the day off. He wasn't super dominant, but he found a way to pitch. And when guys don't have their best stuff inning after inning throughout an entire game, you see them dig deep and they pitch. And that's exactly what he did to get this win today.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Traders, I gave you hard working labor. I gave you your flavor, you bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posting his friends. Don't wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you trace your drink, dog. You just gotta open your eyes. This water's up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, this is so cutthroat. That was one mistake. Boy, I won't make that again. Never let up close. So, his mama too, this dedication, boy, I want the drama too. And I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like Tyronn Lue. Quick pause, but this music industry be like a 12, but I could cop a few new cribs only with the highest view. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you trace your dream, dog. You just gotta open your eyes.
I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me by the doors off. I ran out of Papa's. If he nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think it's a game, I bought the controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. I've been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just went bought her a stroller. My just lost his father. I just went bought her my shoulder.
And I'm getting smarter and older. Call Mr. Carter the Yoda. We do this all for the culture. I bought a house in Miami. And I'm lying, it's cheaper. I bought it in Boca. My just lost his mom, man. I can do, I just called him and offered some closure. Then I pulled off in a Rover. I thought that I told you my the talking. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These don't wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you trace your dream, dog. You just gotta open your eyes.
Welcome in from the Polo Grounds. We bring you Wednesday Night Baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Swinging a foul straight back. And takes low for ball one. Turner went deep in his most recent game. Fought off foul. And a curveball is just outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulls the string on the changeup. And Chris, that's the way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
This is Bryson Stott. He takes it on his own. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Nick Castellanos.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure. And he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. They see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in. But somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
To the right side. Tosses to first. Harper retired. In now for the Reds, Jake Fraley. That one at triple digits. King measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a knuckleball, and he works in a slider. That misses the zone. Gonna count 1 and 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's a ball.
One missing low. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Schwarber makes the grab, 1 away. Down the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. That one outside. And the count is 1 and 1. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We move on to inning number 2 here in Manhattan. No score. And we're back.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Martinez back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls.
Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Lifted in the air, out to left. And it's caught for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Hit in the air, right field. That one way back there, and that is way gone. He circles the bases. It's 1-0.
No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. In the dirt, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. Bottom half of inning number 2. Digging in, Jeimer Candelario. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Candelario matched a homer in his last game. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 1 away. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. That one misses.
That's a ball.
1-0.
One ball.
1 out, base is empty. Splits the plate, and a count 1-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
In the air to left center. Schwarber in pursuit. Makes the grab. 2 down. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Right through there for a strike. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Tracks it down for the out. And the inning is over. There's a line drive to left field. Fraley takes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Garrett Stubbs now at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Into Candelario's glove. They don't come. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Hines with a homer in his last game. 0-2 now as he swings through.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, center field. Marsh hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. And there's the strike. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Yasmani Grandal up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Grandal with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And that drops in for a strike.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Reds go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. McClain calls it in, and there's one away. Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Fly to left his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Line drive, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And he grounds one to the right side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom 4. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Jake Fraley. There's a strike. Fraley measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Espinal, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. Marsh moves under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. That's 99 at the knees. That clips the corner.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Reds down in order. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Martinez back to work. That one misses. Ball 1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And here is Sosa to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball. 1 strike.
Castellanos gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering misses down and away. Ground ball left side, could be 2. De La Cruz over to second, throw to first, but he beat it. Here's the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Flied to right his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. A little bit low.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Trey Turner at the plate. Out front and foul to the left side. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And we're at the top of the 5th. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. But it's offline. He will score. It's 2-zip.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit.
Taylor Rogers will take over here.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And the batter now, Bryson Stott. Swing and a ground ball. The flip to second. What a double play that was. Getting over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. And here is TJ Friedl. And this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now here is Spencer Steer.
1 ball, no strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 and 2.
One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that ends the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Harper now. First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Sam Moll up and throwing for Terry Francona. Barlow warming up as well. Kicks and fires. Popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Grandal calls it in, and there's one away. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. There's the strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now he steps out as time is granted. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Hard hit left side. In there safely. He's in there safe.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. There's a strike.
Well, these Reds, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Castellanos makes the grab, 1 down. Grandal in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball.
The Phillies holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. That's just misses. And a count 2-1.
2-1.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And that's down, a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
De La Cruz in the box now, takes strike 1. And that drops in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That's strike 3, got him swinging. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Reds strand a couple, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Scott Barlow.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Castellanos in the box again, takes the strike. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. Both 2 in this one. Out to short. Into Candelario's glove. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Garrett Stubbs. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there, gone! His 2nd of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Friedel makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one lifted in the air center field. Marsh on the move. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. The Reds trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offer in there for a strike, and that's strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Now it's the DH, Spencer Steer. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Turner on to first.
Yeah, you're
that
out of here.
is the inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sam Moll.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Alexis Diaz getting loose out there. To third. Into Candelario's glove. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So Harper stands in. 1 for 3. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Now 1-1. Called strike right there. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Strikes. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one back up the middle to first.
Got him.
Harper retired. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. And
One
that's
ball,
downstairs
no
and outside. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Reese Hines. That one at triple digits. King into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that hard in the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
McClain stands in now and watches strike 1.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. Here's a 1-2. Good eye in that spot. The Phils leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Missed inside with the curve. On the ground right side. Over to first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
2 outs, base is empty. And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And a good eye there.
That's a ball.
Well, as good as things can be,
One
it
ball,
can be a
2
tough
strikes.
day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Tosses to first, and the Reds go 1-2-3. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alexis Diaz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Strike 2.
Couple sliders. Away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the two-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Fraley going back for it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Right, the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Now here is Brandon Marsh. He's already homered here in this one. Outside. Fouled off to the right. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. Into the second deck it goes. His 18th home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So digging in, Edmundo Sosa. 0 for 3 in this one. That one lifted to left. Fraley brings it in for the 3rd out. Please add another on this solo homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Matt Strong.
Whoa. This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
And the 1-0. Hit weakly on the ground. Stop. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Santiago Espinal.
1 ball,
1
no
there.
strike.
Strong, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ball, outside.
Just missed. Strike one.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter.
High fly ball out to center field. March on his way over, drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a...
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One keep the room with the face down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Only put me in the twilight. But pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me, reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven, no preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a silence for the record. Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone great. Trying to side my face this all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when they in the street for sure.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set, on the hill and coming off a great start, King. Singy, he's managed to rack up a lot of innings on the mound this season.
And Boog, this guy's getting close to 200 innings on the year. You know, there's some milestones that pitchers go after, and one of them 20 wins. But another one that we don't talk about a whole lot is that 200-inning threshold. To be able to surpass that says that, hey, they prepared themselves for the season, they were able to stay healthy, and they were able to pitch effectively enough to stay in ball games long enough to reach that number. Pretty impressive on what he's done, and it's not over yet.
Victor Robles, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Next offering upstairs. Center field. Puts it away for the out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Rojas, 36 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that one clips the corner. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table and can't make contact.
Luis Garcia in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's
off
inside.
the plate, ball 1.
That's to third. Fair ball. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. Still manages a throw, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
That
1 ball,
misses the zone,
2 strikes.
And it's 1-2. That's a little bit low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Got it swinging. That ends the frame. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, and on the hill, George Kirby. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, they're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
This is Bryson Stott. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Turner aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rosarena makes the grab, 1 away. And now here is Harper. That one fouled off. Harper launched a homer in his most recent game. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 2.
Man at first, 1 away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Kyle Schwarber at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Phillies. Second inning set to go. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. There's a strike at the knees.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Dominic Manzone, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. And it's even up. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
This one in the air, right field. Castellanos squeezes it. 2 down. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Upstairs.
1 ball, 2
now
strikes.
1 and 2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And it remains 2 and 2. 2 outs. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. No score here in the second. The next pitch misses. Count. Full count, 3 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
On the ground, right side. Whips it to Moore. Got him. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
So a man at first. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Just missed. Sosa with 4 runs batted in his last game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And that is a foul ball.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Got it. Nice grab. And welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Late swing fouled off.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
And now 1 and 2. That's to third. Boom. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Dylan Moore. Runner on the goal.
Swing and a foul out of play. Check swing, called strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Outside.
Next one is off the play. And that is ball one. This one in the air. One down. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Top of the third, no score. And that's in there at the knees. King, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Grounds one to short. Fires to first in time.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Rojas batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Taylor stands at second with two gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Runner at second, two down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one inside. Now 1-2. Missed inside with the curve. That one misses. Ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout inside of the jam. Clearly.
Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Real Muto. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat. He was aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck surface, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One away. Out. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. So up next, Bryson Stott. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike
0-1.
Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a ball popped up. Garcia pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. JT Real Muto delivers yet again on this. King back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Garcia in his 5th season, 24 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners. Cal Raleigh struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. 0-1. Big swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's
Next
a ball.
offering is downstairs.
1 ball,
off that pitch
2
down.
strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And the right-hander deals.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one missed. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
First and second, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
0-1's the
There
count.
was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Garcia at second. Raleigh at first with no outs. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Off balance feet. There's one. And that's all they'll get. Next to hit, Dominic Canzone.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That missed
1 ball,
by a lot.
2 strikes.
That's ball 1. And that
Ball,
one
that
upstairs.
pitch is up.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him in the mound.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third and 1 out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up.
0-1.
That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
No ball, 2 strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. And he chases that one. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next offering is fouled back. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And here comes Alec Boehm. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one is going to go. His 21st of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished him. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball comes off your bat like that.
1 down. Brandon Marsh will hit next. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Marsh, the base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled off left side. Oh, he hit him.
Timeout.
And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. 2 on, 1 out. Sosa digs in now. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run is in. The relay to the plate. And he's out.
He's out.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. He's already homered in this game. Tapped softly on the ground, and that's just foul.
One and one.
Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gregory Santos up and loosening in the pen. Thornton also throwing. And the next pitch is way outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Stretches out and hauls it in. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros drew a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. And that's in for a strike. That's in there. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the Seattle order, Victor Robles, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
0-1.
That's in there.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Tapped in front of the plate. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Backed off the plate that time.
That's ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Inside, ball 3.
That one way inside. That one misses.
That's outside.
So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Man at first, nobody out. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Robles takes it in for the out. 1 away. Here comes Bryce Harper. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Turner at first, one gone. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Out to center. And there are 2 outs. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
The count.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Two outs. That one is absolutely belted. Nabs it, and that is that. One left for Philadelphia. Fastball for a strike. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-2 down.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now it's Luis Garcia.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap.
Ball,
but, you know,
low.
at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. That hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. The Phillies leading by 3, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Tapped out in front of the plate. Sends it to first. Now 2 away. Now it's Randy Arozarena. 0 for 2 in this one. Misses inside. Ball 1.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider.
One ball,
but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 balls,
next pitch misses way outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Outside low, and the count's full. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Canzone in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that one is inside.
Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch is in the dirt. Counts full, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mariners nothing. sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gregory Santos.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where
Ball,
a bullpen can
inside.
give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swings through that one for strike two.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's in the dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher. Brandon Marsh now at the plate, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rip, but it curls foul. Nobody out, runner at first. That one drifts inside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Colin Snyder, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 3-2. Payoff pitch. And base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's going to be Nick Castellanos.
Pitch is out.
And that misses. And now 3-0.
3-0.
And that's a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. And that one is in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Slider got him for strike 3. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. Out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here comes Real Muto. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Rosarena gets under it, and that is that. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around. And it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball,
inside.
Squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Ball one to Taylor. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Popped up. Stop. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one away. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. One out. Bases empty and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
He swings and fouls one off. Just missing there. And the count 1-2. And a curve is down and in. And Robles spoils it. He stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We're back in a new picture here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trent Thornton.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
He caught it behind his back. And very nicely done to the out. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Thornton, a 6-foot righty, 190 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first.
He's out.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So here is Bryce Harper, 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, not close. And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. On the ground at first. Foul. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And the Phillies are set down in order. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Miguel Rojas. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1, Romano. Multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. That clips the corner.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Garcia in the box now. Takes strike one. Right side. Harper lost the second. How about that double play?
I mean, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So 2 down now, and here is Cal Raleigh. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Thornton back to work. And that's outside. 1-0. And that's down and away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Next to hit, Alec Bohm. And it's fouled away. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. On the ground left side, 6, 4. He's out. 3.
Out.
And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. The pitch. That one hit the knees for a strike. Left field. Schwarber settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. And a quick out, number 1. He's 2 outs away. Penzone getting ready to hit. Dives and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
That's
Polanco stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Mariners trailing by 2 here at the top of the 9th. Hammer, base hit. So digging in, Samad Taylor. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Got it. And that'll do it.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series. And there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world. And they played like it today.
And your final 3-1. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One even room with the face down.